Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We are back with our playthrough of the Tyranny of Dragons, one of the first modules put out for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, and one that I think has a great story and is very epic, very cool, and has a lot of neat stuff going on. We are currently in one of the chapters that is entitled Death to the Worm Speakers, and I completely forget the number. The number is Chapter 12. This is Death to the Worm Speakers, and we only have a few chapters left, actually, like full chapters. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 chapters left in this before we get into the conclusion of the campaign, which I love this campaign. It is one, but I feel like it has the worst kept secret in Faerun, which is that the cult is trying to bring back Tiamat. Shh, secrets. But it's like I said, the worst kept secret.
What?
What? So, real quick, before we dive into character and what happened last time and all that, at the beginning of the last session, we talked about the updates that have been happening with and the situation around the open game license that Wizards of the Coast had. It was a leaked document that has been generating a ton of buzz around the D&D community, particularly when it comes to content creators. So we had a great, very productive conversation about that, and I'm glad that we did. If you'd like to see that conversation in full, you can check it out on our YouTube page, and you can watch it. It's about 36 minutes of us having different conversations, and I think that there are some interesting takeaways and some interesting points to be made there. There has been an update, actually, gosh, there have been so many updates. Wizards of the Coast have put out multiple statements and actually a formal apology about all of this, and what their plan is moving forward. I think that this is the right step for Wizards of the Coast. I appreciate it, as someone who is, a content creator and makes use of the OGL via running games for clients. One of the big updates is that they're going to put out the open game license by the end of this week. I think it comes out tomorrow. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably already out. But they are soliciting feedback. They are putting it out and saying, this is our proposed contract. Look it over. Give us feedback. Give us your thoughts, and then we will take those into consideration. Which is a huge walk back from what they were discussing previous. This is a little soapboxy for me, and obviously I'm going to start with like all the views that are espoused here on this particular segment do not necessarily reflect the views of Open Heart Games or any of our affiliates. So, please be respectful of those in chat and those here. But I appreciate that. Like Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, like the coolest thing about 5th edition was, as someone who was at the very beginning when it was just D&D Next, right? When that was the next thing, watching it go from a grassroots campaign. They would put out some information. They would say, take to your groups, play test it, let us know what you think, give us feedback, and they would take that feedback and they'd make more changes and they put new stuff out. And this went on for a couple of years, almost to the point where people were like, just release the books. But they wanted to make sure that they got it right. And I think that there are a lot of things that they got right, and to see them with this contract, put it out there, put the new open game license out there, and ask for feedback, for me is a big step forward and is a step in the right direction. So,
Carrington, let me interject and
Sure.
rain on your parade.
Sure.
As the eternal cynic,
You
all the feedback.
keep us grounded. You keep us grounded. We appreciate that.
All the feedback is going to go into the giant email shredder.
Sure.
Because they already know what all the feedback's going to be.
Sure.
They know what the feedback is. Okay? Here, give us your feedback is, here, channel all your hatred to us internally, so it's not on Reddit, it's not on YouTube, it's not on Twitch, it's not, on all the on Twitter. It's not on the public forums. Here, be mad at us and send it to us, and we'll automatically just send it to the trash can. Because we're not going to read it because we already know what it says.
I think that's
they know
definitely
what
a
everybody
take.
thinks.
Yeah.
Well, they know what everybody thinks. So no one's going to come out and say, "Oh yeah, this is a great idea. Let's go. You guys should just go do this." They're not going to get that feedback because nobody is going to give it to them. So it's just a place for them to say, "Yeah, be mad at us internally so that it's not out on the interweb thing." That's my 2 cents. I'll get off my soapbox and shut up now.
Passion.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Whenever a company.
Oh no, we have 2 cynics. Wait a second.
Oh no, this isn't cynical. This is how. Watch Politicians.
I'm just making jokes.
But anytime someone asks you to submit feedback that is not in the public eye, the hope, whether or not it is the intent, but the hope is always to lower the negative feedback being passed around in mass.
Sure.
So, quite frankly, give them the feedback, and also give it everywhere else.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely don't. I think the people, obviously there's a lot of people who are very vocal about this, and because this affects a lot of folks, in the community, people who make content and so on and so forth. So yeah, absolutely. Tell your friends' friends, but then also I think that it does matter to send it to Wizards, and maybe it ends up in the shred bin, and maybe you just feel good about it. Again, I'm, as you said, the eternal cynic. I'm the eternal optimist. I always try to be like, maybe we can maybe this will be better. Maybe this time they'll listen, and so on and so forth. But another thing that they have said, which I'm very excited about, which I will admit I was very nervous about, was that there was a proposal for them to add subscriptions, like mandatory subscriptions for D&D Beyond. Basically, in order to access any data, you would have to pay a certain fee of $30 a month or so on and so forth. They have come out and said we're not doing this publicly. So let me see if there's their post. If you'd like to read their post, the post that we're talking about right now, which offers the path forward and has the apology in it. You can read that on D&D Beyond. It is called A Working Conversation About the Open Game License, and I will actually also post it here in our Twitch. You're welcome to read this, and I welcome anyone who reads this or watches our content or anything like that when it comes to the Open Game License to draw your own conclusions, for sure. Yeah, so So the things that they said, the big ones are that video content, accessories that you owned, non-published works, VTT content, DM's Guild content, anything that was 1.0A and previous, any revenue or financial reporting or royalty stuff, and ownership of content, none of that is in the will have any impact on these creative efforts, which I'm almost positive. So one thing that is missing is the stuff forward. If you release something and you sign the new contract, the question people are asking is, how will that affect things moving forward? So.
Well, it's a rebuttal to what one of some that you just said. I don't for 1 minute believe that I'm going to be able to continue to play on D&D Beyond as a free user, and I thank Josh and Harrington who have shared content with me so that I have access to all the cool stuff, because I don't pay them a dime.
Yep.
Okay? And they're not going to let that continue. They're going to give me hey, if you want to use our platform because we're the only game in town, then you're going to owe us $5 a month or something. It's going to happen. It's just the way of the world. I mean, they're going to get a subscription out of D&D Beyond.
Well, there are subscriptions right now, and right now the only way to share content is by having a subscription.
Right. But they're not going to let me. I'm mooching. I'm not paying them. You guys are subscribers, and thank you very much for sharing with me, so that I can continue to be, cheap and not have to pay anybody.
Yeah, currently
Do I think that's going to continue? No. If it was my sandbox, it'd be like, yeah, you can play for free up to maybe 5th level, and then if you want to progress your character ever again, you're going to have to get at least a base subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll give you the hook. Here you go. Now you're hooked.
Yeah.
Now you can't continue. I don't see that not happening.
So right now, looking at D&D Beyond's website, there are 2 tiers. There's Hero, which allows you to create unlimited characters, add publicly shared homebrew content, easy access to new tools, create unlimited encounters, and monthly subscriber perks and other stuff like that. But it does not allow you to share content. That's $3 a month. The Master gives you all of that and the ability to share your unlocked content with other players. But it is, it is pretty limited as far as how many campaigns you can share and how many but you can share all of your content. So, yeah, I think D&D Beyond is a wonderful tool, and I think that there is, as long as at least one person is paying a subscription, I think that it's fine for now. But like they said that a subscription at this time is not coming, so time will tell as far as how that goes. But in the interim, it seems to be fine. So, I guess before we get started, we are at the 11-minute mark, which I said I wanted to only spend a few minutes about that. So, if you definitely have opinions about the OGL, or anything like that, definitely feel free to post them in the chat, and I may actually write a blog post about them. But anyways, yeah.
So just to change the subject and get off the darn OGL.
It's the topic du jour.
Yeah, well, but let's look forward, and Gen Con registration starts, I think, next week.
Yep.
And then housing, and they're not, as of right now, you don't have to have your silly vaccine card or a mask. We reserve the right to change that at any moment. So
that is true. I may actually go this year. Yeah, we'll see how the convention circuit shapes up. So. Yeah, but Gen Con is coming up. I love that con. I think it's one of my favorites.
And Indy's just a cool place.
It's a really neat town.
And the venue is just fantastic.
All right, off of the OGL, but on to the Gen Con discussion. So when D&D Next was being like previewed and whatnot, one of the coolest experience that I got to have, and I was very I don't throw this word around a lot. I was very blessed to have was. I went at representing our local hobby shop to learn some of the stuff from Gen Con Trade Day, and I don't remember the exact year, but I went there, and I went to their trade day, and Wizards of the Coast was one of the main sponsors, and they gave me, and I still have it, and I might break it out for one of the streams just to kind of show it off. They gave out to all of the retailers and very select guests these really nice like cherry boxes, and inside was an invitation to a party, a wax seal, and a candle so that you could make your own notes, and it invited you to this party. I went to the party, and it was a presentation. It was a live like D&D presents, and like sitting there on stage was Ed Greenwood and Rob Salvatore. And I can't remember the rest of the authors' names, but like the big names from the Forgotten Realms, and they were all talking about the D&D Next project, and it was still in playtest. They released at that like Gen Con, they released. They're like, all right, right now we're really excited. Here is the next class. The Warlock is out for playtesting, and people could playtest the Warlock. It was really exciting because it was really just cleric, fighter. I mean, it was bare bones, cleric, fighter, sorcerer, rogue. That was it. That was all of D&D Next. It might have been Wizard, I don't remember. But they were all talking about it, and then after this great presentation and everything, I was in this it was in this incredible theater. I walked downstairs, and I saw off in the corner of my eye Ed Greenwood was standing over there, and I was just like, I'm going to go over and introduce myself and say hi and talk to him, because when else am I going to have the opportunity to talk to Ed Greenwood, who created the Forgotten Realms, who created the realm in Rift in which we are playing Dungeons and Dragons right now. So I walked over to him, I introduced myself, and you know how they say, like, don't meet your heroes? Unless your heroes are Ed Greenwood. Ed Greenwood was and is a terrific human being. He was really nice, super humble, and he was just really passionate about, the creative enterprise, writing stories, telling stories, and all of that. And it was really, really a probably one of the most cherished experiences that I've been blessed to have. And I talked with him for about an hour and a half. So that was really, really cool. And I also got a chance to talk very briefly with Rob Salvatore, but it was very Rob Salvatore. It was very cool also to when Ed and I were talking about various things, and he was talking about how he was involved in the development of some of the story and writing I believe it was the storyline for the Sundering. And his poor assistant, the whole time was like, all right, Ed, it's time to go. All right, we got to go. All right, wrap up your conversation, and trying to drag him out the door. But he was a really cool guy. So if you ever get the chance to meet Ed Greenwood, he's very, very nice. When I met him, it was a very, very cool experience. All right, so we've talked about the OGL. We have talked about my experience at Gen Con with Ed Greenwood. Now, thank you for your patience. On with the show. So let's go ahead and start by introducing our wonderful cast of characters, starting with Baylor.
Well, hello, everyone. My name is Baylor. I'm Jabrilopad in chat, playing your favorite lovable 6-year-old that's 7-8 feet tall.
Nice. All right, and Mordok.
I'm Dave. I'm playing Mordok, our Azamar protector cleric who sometimes forgets he's a cleric. Most of the time, what's healing? Yeah. I'd rather kill the bad guys first and then worry about healing people later. Did we delay long enough for Pip to get back?
We did.
I'm back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that was the whole goal. Our master plan.
I was wondering when
Ed Greenwood, you poor man.
I was wondering when Vamp was gonna fall off the teleprompter here. I was running out of things to vamp about.
Yep.
I'm really sorry, guys.
No worries. Patron.
Hello, everyone. I am Brad, also known as Hitohari in chat, and I'll be playing Patron Purpleheart, our dwarven druid.
Druid cleric.
Yeah, there's a dip there.
I will say so. With Mordok as the cleric, one of the things that was very formative for me when I was playing Dungeons and Dragons is we had a war cleric once, and he told me he was just like I'm gonna tell you something right now. He's just like, one form of healing is putting the enemies is putting the enemy's hit points to 0, and he's like, then we can all group up for 10 minutes and I can cast Prayer of Healing. Anyways, that's the plan. Pip.
Yes. I am playing. My name is JK, and I am playing Ricochet Pip Cottontail, everyone's favorite sniper. And yeah, in the chat, I am Weird Knight. So there you go.
You had mentioned a moment ago because you caught us right at the end of our discussion about Ed Greenwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. No. I had my own experience with Ed Greenwood that I'll tell everybody about some other time. So.
All right. Well, Night Divinity, make sure you clock it. We have a future discussion at some point about Ed Greenwood. All right. And Zed.
What's up, everyone? Mage here in chat and Twitter, and I play Zed, a very small kobold with big dreams of becoming a dragon one day.
Excellent. All right, who would like to give us the what happened last time?
Are we looking for the Reader's Digest version?
Yeah, we can get the Reader's Digest version.
We killed some things. I don't even remember. Were they trolls? Giants? We killed some giants. Reader's Digest.
Yeah. And then found an elven village.
Oh yeah, that.
And then found that somehow the warden, who is the surviving leader of this village, is somehow connected to the cult of the dragon. So
And what Carrington said.
Yeah. Definitely sus. I mean,
definitely
very
sus. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, you left out the part where Patron became a raven
oh yeah, and went and bullied the other raven.
and went and bullied the other raven.
Now listen, there may or may not have been a cast of a spell 3 times, and I may or may not have done some mean things. But
All right, I'd like to point out, for the record, and Night Divinity, you can go ahead and put this on the record too, that Patron basically, and I don't exactly know how to pronounce the spell, but I believe actually in the traditional
H.
Gaelic, I think it's actually pronounced bully. Maybe browbeat.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I'd like to point out that 2 ravens actually technically is an unkindness of ravens.
An unkindness of ravens.
Right. The murder of crows, but it's
Yep.
an unkindness of ravens.
Unkindness of ravens. Yep. Wow. How does Odin feel about that?
And Patron was definitely unkind to that raven.
now listen, allegedly.
Allegedly. Oh my goodness.
No one was hurt.
If no one witnesses it, does it really happen?
And who was hurt?
As your attorney,
No.
I need you not to ask that question in public, please.
Yeah.
Sorry, as I've been informed by my attorney, I can't say those questions.
Yeah.
Make him get a warrant.
Yeah.
No
This is-
ravens were harmed in the making of last week's episode.
I mean, this is all speculation based on a leaked document, so.
It's hearsay, Your Honor. Hearsay.
Yeah, there is no empirical evidence.
Yeah, calls for speculation. Anyways, yeah. So what happened was he cast. What was it again? Gesh?
Geese, gays, guys.
Something.
I think it's
The
Gesh.
Jerkimus
I think somebody looked it up.
Spelicus.
I'm gonna go with he cast bully. Basically, what would have happened is if he instructed this raven to do his bidding, and if it did not, it took many times its current hit points of lethal damage, and would instantaneously die.
Yeah.
You know,
Allegedly.
according to public record.
No ravens were harmed in the filming of last week's episode.
Night Divinity said,
Allegedly.
yeah. Night Divinity says they weren't hurt, just emotionally and mentally abused, and apparently it's Giaz.
Giaz.
Yeah, Giaz.
There you go. Okay.
I suppose, yeah. It apparently I think it is actually I think it's Irish. So anyways, so yeah, so that's what happened last time, and the party had elected to try to set a trap for this dragon, because apparently the warden, whose name is Galen, is somehow connected to it. There's something going on. He was waiting for someone, and there was a big area that was like matted down as if a gigantic creature had landed there. And Night Divinity agrees with me. It is essentially bully. So you heard it here first. There's the verdict.
What I
You
say.
heard it
Yeah,
here
will
first,
get
huh?
hurt.
Heard it here first.
Yep, you heard it here first. That's correct. All right, so,
Did I lose the party?
no, I'm back. Here we are.
Okay.
Sorry, I had two windows open and the sound was bouncing off. So, let's go to here. All right. So, what is our plan exactly? So I know what kind of map to find.
With lots of
Um,
Do I
things to
look
hide
like a
behind.
patron with a
Oh my
plan?
gosh, everyone's talking at once. All right. Let's start with Mordock. What were you saying?
I want a good sized map with lots of rocks to hide behind.
Seconded.
Yep. My
All
favorite.
in favor, say aye.
So, if
Aye.
this were a green dragon, one of my favorite things about green dragons is that poison goes around corners. Mordock's like,
Yeah.
gross.
The claw pipe. That's about it.
If this is a green dragon, monks are OP because they are immune to poison.
Poison equal real good.
No, you've been waiting for this since, like, I mean, you start off really weak as a monk. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, they've gotten better, but there's still really a lot of monks die early. And now you're coming into your own, man.
Yeah.
If you're playing like min max and like taking all of your opportunities with what abilities you have, once you get stunning strike, the game's over. Like monks are just stupid sweet.
Yeah. Stunning Strike is a very powerful ability. It's also, from a DM's perspective, obnoxious. But here we are. But it's also a lot of fun to use against players, so, you know.
I don't know if we saw in the chat, but Baylor is in fact immune to poison, just for future reference.
Oh, is he? Let me see. Let me just check the feed real quick. Oh, yeah. Cool. Baylor immune to poison. Got it. Cool.
Zed also immune to poison.
What was that?
Zed also immune to poison,
But actually immune to poison?
but actually immune to poison and disease.
Yep. I mean, I feel like in previous editions when it comes to the monk, and this is just my own personal soapbox, I feel like the first 5 levels of being a monk were just like a test. It was like because you were like, again, in previous editions, they had definitely gotten a lot better. You were just a not good fighter. And then as time has gone by, like they've definitely gotten better. But like once you got to like 5th level, you started coming into your own. And like higher levels, you got like Diamond Soul and all kinds of cool stuff. And your slow fall became ridiculous and all of that. So, but
I
anyway,
think of the monk as a role playing fighter.
yeah. I still want to play. If I was going to play a monk, I would want to play. I just want to be the avatar, and also play as Way of the Four Elements, or play as, because I think that's really sweet. I know it's not very strong, or Way of the Kensai, because I like the idea of having like a blade and a special weapon. But anyways, so we're gonna move into where the clearing is, I guess. Are we gonna follow? Also, Night Divinity has said there also is something dragon related that hasn't happened in a while, which is dragon facts. Not untrue. Not untrue.
Noted.
Well, I think the strategy is that we lay an ambush, we'll get a surprise round, and then we'll roll initiative.
Well,
So we
actually,
need to
you'll roll initiative. Both the dragon and if it has a rider, both of them will be surprised, and then initiative will happen. Like them will follow. For those 2 rounds, for that first round, both of them will be unawares if you succeed at your stealth checks.
Well, I have some of the health us with that, so
And our alpha strikes just have to be huge, or else he'll just fly away and we'll have to fight him in his lair, which we don't want to do.
Will he fly away?
Well,
I don't know that that's necessarily the case at this point.
I mean, what's the spike growth's only going to be so effective against a dragon?
Who said spike growth was on the table?
Okay. That's all. That's all you. I got nothing to keep me from flying. I could just do massive damage. Hope.
Just living on a prayer.
Yeah.
Why? Night Divinity, I like your sense of humor. Night Divinity says, I thought spike growth was on the ground, not on the table. All right, I'll go into the corner now.
Yes,
Oh my
please.
god.
Oh, think about what you just did.
Don't ever
By the
let it
way,
happen.
you left behind Rillick's torch.
Oh, I mean, I also left behind Rillick because Rillick isn't here this week, unfortunately.
Hey yo.
Divinity
So
says,
every
"Oh, I thought about it." Okay, go ahead.
just so everyone knows, we're starting with this.
Oh, we need stealth checks, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealthy stuff.
How about a 23?
I roll a 34.
Jesus. Golly.
just fades and just Homer Simpsons into the bushes.
That
Yeah.
could have been
Oh,
so bad.
that's if that's with pass without a trace, I rolled or with pass without a trace, I get a 33.
Where's your
I
roll?
get a 31.
Did it not show up?
I see it.
yo.
The lowest right now we have is a
Oh.
25.
Give me a second. I know why
21.
it didn't work.
Oh yeah, 20.
Yeah, Pip gets a 22 because I get advantage.
I haven't forgot about Valdis. In theory. So 25's the low.
22.
The lowest is whatever Valdis rolls.
A 17.
Oh, did we get pass without trace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, then a 32. Sorry.
Just a casual 32.
Just a casual 32.
It's so good. It's so good.
You're welcome. All right, so I think we should probably spread out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna test roll something here real quick.
Are we currently dead center in this clearing?
Yeah.
Okay. That was just a test roll.
You did not select a very big map, Carrington.
No, you didn't.
No, he didn't.
Why are there two? And why are there two patrons?
Are there two patrons?
Oh no, no, that's Baylor. Sorry, haven't zoomed out so far.
How very dare you?
Listen, be nice, second patron.
Yeah, second patron. The very first patron.
Okay.
I got a spell
don't-
for that.
I don't like this game anymore.
I'm sorry, I didn't
Hey,
hear
really-
you. Second
Oh,
He
patron.
really showed up.
Oh man, that was funny.
You want to remove Rillick or move him somewhere
Yeah,
out of the way?
I'll remove him in a minute. And I just want you all to be able to be where you want to be.
So Pip's gonna hang out as bait. Is that what it is? It's like staking a lamb to the tree.
Yeah. Do you also want to move our Valdez and move her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would
Actually,
move-
someone else can move her.
Yeah, maybe we were staking Pip to a tree or something. You know, like a
Yeah, like a rabbit. Yeah, it'd be
yeah, like a rabbit.
I did
you know?
hear dragons like rabbits.
I mean, I definitely heard that too.
I think get behind whatever this thing is.
Now I'm not gonna lie. There's cone effects.
Oh no, Carrington, you didn't give us a very big map. Yeah, there's a reason.
I feel like that's cheating.
You can feel however you wish.
Now, we didn't level up last time, right? No.
No.
That's not how you ask
We're-
that question.
We're level 11.
You say so we're level 12, right?
So
Mhm.
we're level 12, right? Yeah, that's right. You're right. Sorry, old school.
Just making sure we only got 2 levels last time, not 3, right? I just want to make sure I know where I'm at.
Not correct. It's not cheating. It's called DMing with flair. Yeah, there you go.
What?
One of my favorite questions that I get asked all the time is, Carrington, as a game master, do you cheat? And my response is always the same. I'm not going to answer that question unless everyone gets real cool about a lot of stuff really quick.
How long does Armor of Agathis last?
Usually,
hour.
Well, I think
Usually,
the correct response is, it's my game, define cheat.
I mean, I will say this. I will always cheat in favor of the story.
Did we get a long rest since our last?
Yeah, we waited a night. So we had all of our spells and everything ready for this.
Bet.
Bet
Which
indeed.
tells you how screwed we really are.
And you want us to roll initiative, Carrington?
Yeah, as soon as I find...
Bef-
what?
There's a turtle in the middle of the map.
Yeah, that's Blastoise.
That happens. You gotta have a lot of 10 minutes in a sandwich.
I was gonna cast Armor of Agathis on myself before we got into.
How long
like,
does it last?
an hour?
Oh, yeah, you got plenty of time.
Okay, so I already
So
have
can
that up.
we cast a spell before this all begins?
So it depends on how
Yeah.
long it is going to last.
Yeah. So like, let's say you wanted to essentially pre-start concentrating on a spell, like you would want to start that if it has a shorter 10-turn time frame, like as soon as they appear on the surprise round. But if we're saying like there's a spell you can set up, like what, Carrington, what's the thing where you can store a spell on this particular spot if you don't move? I forget what it's called.
I have no idea. Sounds like
Like a rune.
Sounds like orc mischief to me.
It's some wizard bullcrap.
Oh,
but
well, then
you
I
can-
should probably know what that is.
Yeah, that's why I asked you. There's a spell where like.
Are you talking
can
about the
literally-
spell where like it's like it does the arcane rune?
Kinda. I don't think it's an arcane rune, but it's essentially a spell you set up with key phrases, words, or whatever that activate it, and you just set it up.
Okay.
And
Arcane rune.
those. Okay.
And
Right.
most of my spells only have an hour duration, so I'm not knowing what time the dragon's going to show up. If the dragon shows up.
Set it and forget it magic. Yeah, I'm trying to find what. Glyph of warding. There it is.
That's it.
Glyph of warding.
Yep, that one.
Glyph of warding OP. That's so good. It's
So like, if Relic was here and knew that, we would have a
Glyph
field
of
day.
warding is so good if you can make it it's so good until it's not.
All right.
Oh, I
All
was
right.
going to take it, but it only lasts for an hour. So since I don't know what time dragon's going to show up, it's kind of silly to take.
Maybe it's not Glyph of Warding. There's a higher level spell where it lasts literally until the key phrase is spoken, as long as it doesn't move.
Can I ask Zed a dragon fact?
Yeah.
Zed, do dragons have blind sight generally?
Yes.
Without metagaming.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is, but yeah. Okay.
Did we already roll
Uh-oh.
initiative without me even
The
asking?
initiative tracker. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, I guess we did.
I mean, let's think about it. How can you see if you're blind?
Oh wow! So I accidentally
Unless it's a
just
superpower.
learned something, and it's
What?
pretty cool. I learned how to. I just learned how to do a thing. Oh, really?
What thing?
I learned how to add macros to a quick bar. So that's kind of cool. just by mistake. Neat.
That failed successfully.
All right, and so we had a 17, and what else did we have for the stealth?
I had a 33.
27 was the other low? Okay.
As far as this campaign is concerned, Baylor doesn't exist right now.
Just
He is
like
the
John
knight.
Cena's into the background.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 27 was the other low. That was Valdez, right?
No, Valdez
No.
got a 17. Valdez rolled a 7.
Gross.
I was second lowest with.
Oh,
27.
listen. It's not gross because Valdez, like all of the other wonderful characters here on our stream, is a Carrington NPC and therefore does not know how to live, let alone breathe, let alone be stealthy. Okay, let's be fair.
Let alone roll.
Listen. Okay, I never miss with Valdez's breath weapon. You're welcome.
Because
Think
you
about that for a
can't.
sec, correct?
That's some bull.
So I have a spell that may very well
So we
keep the
have
poisonous gas
2,
away from us.
4, 5.
FYI. So, Carrington, you may have to shape me a special effect there.
Sounds good. Ooh, that'll be fun. So concentration up to a minute. Yeah, we'll create that. So it's wall.
But I'm not going to start it until I'm not going to shape it until we see a dragon. So,
Yeah,
But I wanted you to not have to go scrambling for a.
for a thing.
I mean, yeah, it just seems
Yeah, well-
rational to cast the spell at some point.
Yeah, well, darn, I thought, oh, I just had a great idea. I could cast Blade Barrier, and I'll cast it above the dragon so he can't take off. Except it says I could create a vertical wall. Boo.
All right.
Sorry, not Wall of Force.
Okay, so all of you have been very, very quiet and are hiding in various locations. And
We are
there, yeah,
hunting. Wait, no, not rabbits.
and
Very quiet. We're hunting rabbits.
be very quiet. We're wabbits hunting.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah. We have Galen, who is. I don't even know what Galen is. That's a great question. Thanks for asking. The warden. It doesn't say, but I'm going to say that he is a scout or a ranger. Classes, ranger, classes, subclasses. Nope. Alright, scout it is. So this will be Galen. There we go. Yep. Galen. And I got to go back to the previous thing and grab Galen's Raven. That's very important. The most important NPC, the Raven.
Who allegedly is on my side.
Yep, allegedly. So that's where they will be. So
I've reconfigured Blastoise.
You're at 109, right, Baylor?
Yeah.
Okay, I just
Oh,
fixed
I
your-
just didn't reset that. That's my
no worries.
fault.
So you're constant. It's a concentration? No. Right?
What?
Armor.
No. Or I couldn't have it up when I rage.
And so it's 10 hit points right now.
15.
15.
Wait, hold on a second. No, I think you're right. I think it's 10.
Okay.
It was
good.
it was 10 when you
Second
cast
level or
it.
higher. Yeah, it's 10.
All right. Is anyone else casting any other spells?
I'm waiting for it to land.
No, negative.
Negative. Got it. All right. So here we are. We're about to start. So casting summon food and drink to watch the show.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. So so Galen is waiting here. When suddenly you hear it. You hear this. It is actually. I realized one real quick thing. It is actually nighttime, because that's when they will meet. And I even have a forest night map too. How unfortunate. All right, we'll just do it here. That's fine. That way we're not spending too much time on that. So it is nighttime when you hear this enormous flapping sound. As and a dark figure is silhouetted against the moon, as it flies and glides into the clearing, and it will land right here. There is in fact a rider upon the back of the dragon.
Did we get a surprise round?
As soon as you land, let me see here, or as soon as it lands.
Don't we want to hear what they have to say first?
Hey Baylor, do you speak Draconic?
Yeah, of course I do.
I think
do.
almost everyone in the party does.
Because we read the module. Not the module. We read the title.
Yeah.
Actually, I speak Draconic because I study dragons.
I
Ditto.
speak Draconic for reasons.
I speak Draconic because they are my mortal enemies. I hate them.
This dragon
Present
says something in Draconic, in the hissing guttural. It says, and the rider says quietly, "I'm disappointed, Galen. For this act of betrayal, your village will burn on the tinder of the Dragon Queen as well." And guess what? Battle music time. Bang. So, move this. All right, and this figure has 2 attacks. We got multi-attack because that's how we play. We are going to use 1 Eldritch Arrow on Galen.
Don't we get a surprise round?
No. Well,
Spaldus.
I mean, they know Valdis is here at the very least, and
So-
she is going to take her turn and try and kill Galen.
Yeah,
Or he
but
is rather.
even though they know Valdis is here, don't all of us get a surprise round? Doesn't know any of the rest of us are here.
I mean, that's true. Which is why they're going to take their action and do that. The dragon is probably going to do nothing on its turn. It just knows that there's one thing there. But I'm going to miss all my shots anyway, so... No, that one hits. Alright, cool. So, Galen's Raven flies away. Flies over here. And Galen is currently on the ground dying. Pip.
Oh. So, I am going to cast a spell. And that spell is going to be...
Can we move the... go ahead and continue what you're doing. Can we move the map over to the right slightly? And then also, can we move the turn order also to the right? Excellent.
I did click on my character this time, though.
Yeah. Actually,
I did.
Actually, where it was, I think was... if you want to scroll... in a little bit and scroll... I think that'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Okay, so I am, in fact, casting... Let's see. Yeah, this is... That's concentration. Never mind. I don't want to use concentration. So, I am going to... Yeah. I've got a surprise round. Do I have sneak attack on the rider?
You are currently hidden, so yes.
Okay. So we are going to attack the rider with the rifle.
Okay, you have advantage on the so you have advantage on the shot. Do you have dark vision?
I have the glasses.
Okay.
The night, the goggles of the night. I've had them since we started. So.
I think you're gonna have to move up a little bit because I think you have 60-foot range on the night vision. So if you move up just a hair, you should be able to shoot. That was a good unintentional pun.
I was gonna ask if you did that on purpose.
It was totally. What was that you said?
Strike two.
Strike two, man.
Okay. We're gonna take -5 to get +10.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And we are going to roll this twice.
Y'all are just mad you didn't think of it first.
Why? Sorry.
No worries.
Damn it. Okay, there's a 19.
Wow.
A 23 and a 27. So.
Yeah, so it's a -5, right? Yeah.
So 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
A 22. 22 will hit. Okay.
Yep.
So now we will do damage.
So it should be 20 damage.
2d. Yeah, I guess it would be. Would it be 2d20?
Mm-mm. It's got the sneak attack damage is in there, and then the piercing, and then it added you added the +10 for sharpshooter, so it should be 26.
26. Okay. Thank you.
You got it, patron.
Oh wait, I'm now going to move.
Sure. Yeah.
Let's see. I can go. I can easily go here. Okay. There's my movement and bonus action. Let's see. Do I have anything? I'm not going to use the cannon yet.
I'm sorry. What is that nonsense?
What nonsense?
That patron is casting.
Wrath of nature.
All right, so we have
I
to,
like the sound of it.
so we have to make dex saves. Okay. Causes the trees, rocks, and a 60-foot cube to become agitated or animated until the spell ends. Grass isn't
They all
Yeah.
become agitated.
Any area of ground in the cube, difficult terrain, trees, each of the trees, 10 feet. Big branches. Yeah, they're next to a tree for sure. Roots and vines, or become restrained. Ooh.
This thing is cracked.
Yeah, it's super good as a bonus action. So as a bonus action, you can launch. It's so good.
So, I've been waiting for this moment.
120-foot range. It's a 60-foot cube. Good lord.
Even if he flies 60
And
feet in the
hang
air,
on,
he's
I'd like to
not
point
safe.
off. Hang on, I would like to point out something right now. Okay, one,
Okay.
this spell is cracked. Two, okay. It also says this is such nonsense. It says at the start of your turns, each of your enemies do this thing. That's ridiculous. At the end of each of your turns, one creature does a thing, and then there's a bonus action. So, okay. Wow.
So
we're just
that
doing the
dragon
bludgeoning
come
damage.
from?
well, first off, we are just doing the 3d8 bludgeoning damage because that's the bonus action. But the primary action that's happening is it's at the end of each of your turns. So at the end of my turn, the vines are going to try and grab that dragon. So he's going to need to survive a strength saving throw, right? Or is it dex? Hold on. That does not pass.
You shall not pass. Oh, there it is.
Sure, fine.
I'm gonna use some things
not-
and try and
it's
find
not-
some people.
It's not the dragons. Has the dragon taken the damage from the
It's going to.
bludgeon?
Still searching for people. Okay. So right now I'm just taking the bludgeoning damage, so I'm taking the 18 damage. Okay, and I've used one of my legendary saves.
And I am
Is-
concentrating on a spell.
And you are concentrating on a spell. And I need to see how big this nonsense is.
I'm pretty sure it's most of the map.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say you got the map, because it's 60-foot radius, right? Some nonsense. I don't even think the map... Listen, the map isn't even that big, man.
It's
Look at
literally
that.
the whole map.
Yeah, it's like the whole... As far as these two are concerned, it is the whole map. So
The
I'm
whole
not...
map is against them.
All right. One, I'm not gonna put a token on there because I don't want to waste time. And two, kind of out of spite. So, God, that spell's so good. What's it from? I've never seen it before.
I don't know, but I have it.
Is it from Tasha's or is it from like
It's-
Eberron?
I'm not certain.
Hang on, I'm literally stopping this entire session to look this up.
Let the chat look it up. They'll-
All right,
Patron, what level is that?
5th level,
That spell is a 5th level spell.
Xanathars. I figured it out.
Xanathar.
My Google,
Xanathar came up with that spell. He did.
yeah.
did.
My
It
Google,
did.
my Google foo is strong. All right, so you're no longer hidden. What all do we want to do here? I think he's going to be just so surprised by all of this that he's not going to do anything right now.
Does that
And-
make it my turn?
That'll be your turn, yeah.
Bonus action, rage.
What? Bonus action rage?
Mm-hmm. And
I've
then
never
I'm gonna
seen
just-
I've never seen this song nor this dance before. Also, I want to point out
Strap
that this
in, we'll
this
walk around.
combat that we're having right now, not in the module.
Oh, this
Yeah.
is just you just wanted us to fight a green dragon. Got it.
No. The dragon and the character on the back are, but you're not supposed to fight them now.
Oh, okay.
Well, we'll see about that.
We're supposed to run.
No. You're supposed to go find their lair, and then fight them. In it.
We don't go to the lair to fight dragons. No.
All right.
Yeah,
What's
I don't
Baylor?
know.
What,
That we almost died.
Yeah. Baylor's gonna do the thing, basically. We're gonna claw, bite. Or even better, claw, Hazarwan.
I'll allow it.
22.
At 22, yeah. That'll hit.
And
Also
a
will hit.
25. Those are my claws, so I will just roll you.
You just click on them. Bang.
Nope.
Bang.
So just 4, don't add the 1 critical.
Yep, so 13 damage total.
Mm-hmm. And then Hazarwan with a +7 rolls.
That's a
Oh,
dart.
we're
That's a
showing-
dart of warning.
That's not what I meant. Hazarwan actually has a +9. Uh-oh.
Oh, no!
No!
Hazard drinks your own blood. You die.
That's literally a critical failure and a critical success in the same roll.
I'm
It was
doing
the
it.
best of times. It was the worst of times.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
Thank
it.
you.
I'm gonna be mean. I'm gonna be mean. Please? Why won't you let me be mean? Trying to get it to roll. Here, click on it, make it roll.
Click on what? Hazarwan?
Yeah, make it roll the damage. Oh, it just did it a whole bunch of times. There we go. Alright, so I need for you to take that amount of damage.
Which one? There's
23?
like 4 of them.
Oh, the 23 and the 12.
Except it's not gonna be all of that, because I have resistance to.
Not to the necrotic, but yeah. So you'll take 22, so you take 11, so you take 23 damage total. So I think armor is gone, right?
What?
Oh, yeah. Because it takes it off your temp hit points, right?
Carrington, I'm disliking you so very much right now.
It's the one time. I mean, it's a crit. So what happens is you run in with Hazaron, you claw the dragon, and as you take your sword to strike, you strike it against the dragon's claws. It pushes the blade back into you, and you cut yourself with Hazaron. But you've got 109 hit
cold.
points. Huh?
Cold. It's cold.
It is cold. So do you do that damage to yourself, or is it only when another creature damages you?
What do you mean?
The armor of Agathis. It's only when another creature hits you.
Give me a second.
It's hardcore.
If a creature hits you with a melee attack,
Oh man, that's brutal.
oh, am I supposed to take that damage as well?
No, I don't think so. All right. No, I'm gonna say no. So you'll take the damage and no more armor of Agathis right now. All right.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, I'm gonna use a legendary action. I'm gonna use wing attack. So I need for you to make a dexterity saving throw, Baylor.
I have
Um,
advantage on these.
What was that? Sorry.
I have advantage on those.
Yep, you pass. What was the question, Patron?
Never mind. I'm good for now.
Okay. All right. And then we're gonna fly 40 feet up in the air.
Difficult terrain.
No, you're not.
won't
I'm gonna
stop
use
that,
my.
will it?
What was that?
I was gonna say difficult terrain won't stop that, will it?
Shouldn't.
I'm gonna use my sentinel feat, and I am going to hit you with a melee attack using Hazard Wand, obviously.
Okay.
Oh baby, keep him on the ground.
Yeah, 19. I would imagine hits.
That's true.
Okay, so you take first off all of this damage, 21 damage.
Is that a crit for you? A 19?
No, I don't have brutal critical.
Okay.
So you take 21 damage and you don't go anywhere.
You got it.
Let me make sure that you don't have the ability to roll to avoid that. Sentinel.
No, there's no save on.
No, there's no
Sentinel.
save on it.
Just reduces their movement to 0.
Yep. Which negates the legendary resistance.
Okay, so that was it for Baylor.
Yeah, that was my reaction.
Zed.
You moved the rider.
I did move the rider, so we could see the thing.
Yeah. Can we pretend that she's where she was? Or he?
He. Good.
Cool. Excellent. We're gonna run, and we're gonna do a flying kick and try to kick the rider off the dragon.
Hey, let's go. I love this plan.
Does a 19 hit the rider?
Yes.
Excellent. It's in the form of fire damage.
Okay.
How do I kick it off?
I'm gonna have you make. You can use one of your attacks to make a shove. Since you're up there.
Sure. For the sake of the story, let's call it that. Yeah. So we'll shove. Can I get some sort of advantage for flying through the air to do it?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, the rule of cool.
All right. I'm gonna roll a dex save to not do that. It might be opposed athletics.
It's opposed athletics.
As opposed to athletics.
All right. I'm gonna roll again. Hey, Arpulus. Thanks for stopping in the chat. All right. I'm less good at that. Yeah, I'm decidedly less good at it. Okay.
I kick you off.
Yep. You've done it.
And then
13 more attacks.
no. Mostly because I don't have any movement, so I can't get to her or him.
Oh.
I don't know why the token looks like a female presenting character. Anyways, we're going to use to do the whole. I didn't think this far ahead. I just really wanted to kick the rider off.
You could punch the dragon a little bit.
Your ass said to punch a dragon. How cute. But he will. Because he saw you get kind of beat up, even though you beat yourself up. So yeah, let's make a key point and do some flurry.
Okay.
Harrington, I saw you sneak in that initiative for.
For Valdez.
Yeah.
No one called me on it. I'd like to point that out.
Yeah, slick.
Anyways,
Night Divinity, I need you to get that on the on the
Does it
tally.
20
please.
I feel like I should get an asterisk for that. Anyways,
Does
14,
it 20,
27 does hit.
27 because of pack tech?
Yeah.
Is it pack tactics? Anyway, okay, cool. That's 7, and then yeah, that'll hit 2. So 20 damage to the dragon.
Okay.
And that is my turn.
Mordock.
You gonna tell him
Yeah.
something?
No. Unfortunately, Zed moved in the way
I have evasion.
to get to there. You know, you can't evade this. Okay.
Mordock casts death. Just literally death.
I don't have that yet.
Do you get Finger of Death eventually? Because that would be hilarious.
I do not believe I get Finger of Death. Damn it. I'll get rid of that line.
Control Z usually works for me.
I can do it. I got it. Don't you worry. I got it.
You got John Madden over here.
Another one. I got it. I got it. I got it. We're good.
And boom.
Yeah.
Dragon inside.
How did I move farther away? But I'm closer now.
Hey,
Brett
Carrington,
Favre.
can you put a grid up? I can't. Is there one up?
There is one up. Yeah.
There is.
Can't see it. Okay.
It's very, very faint. Blight, Death Ward, Vampiric Touch, Anti-Life Spell, Raise Dead. That's all you get for
There
it.
we go.
Yep.
Okay, so now I can cast the spell and not hit.
You know, by the way, who is a really good, who is a really, really good cleric? Brett Favre.
Thank you.
What the heck?
What does that mean? I'm sorry. I need a clue. I don't.
Okay, so familiar with the comedian Frank Caliendo?
Yes.
He does infinite impressions. One of them is Madden, and besides being a phenomenal impression of John Madden, the conversation that he usually has is all based around Brett Favre, like always referring back to Brett Favre, only because Brett Favre sounds really funny as John Madden. Yeah, so it's like, you know who's really good doing X, Y, or Z? Brett Favre. So
Got it.
the fact that Carrington and I did it at the same time
Mhm.
is infinitely funny.
So take 15, Carrington.
Watch me.
Watch.
Done. Okay. Get back on the dragon. On this side, away from Zed.
First off, he has to stand up for prone.
Was just shoved.
That'll cost him half his movement.
Yeah, but he was shoved off a dragon. You didn't tell me he didn't fall prone?
Okay, fine. Fine. He stands up from prone.
And
So make
It's
an
on the dragon.
acrobatics check.
and the
Carrington, make
land
an
is...
acrobatics check to see if you land on your feet.
Well, I was going to say, and it's also difficult terrain.
Cool. We're back on the dragon.
And now all is right with the world.
All right, excellent. We're on the dragon. Thank goodness. All right, so yeah, absolutely doing this. Realize that it doesn't do a whole lot, but we're multi-attacking and we're gonna shoot Patron twice.
I feel like this is retribution for something.
26 hits.
Yeah, even with shield, it would still hit. I'm pretty sure. Yep.
All right. Take 11 damage and make me a con save. Okay. Pip.
Yeah. So, I am am thinking that difference there, so might as well. Okay, so I am going to fire. You guys got evasion, right? He's a monk. Could do fireball. Why not?
You probably position it where it hits nobody.
Yeah, I probably will. So we're gonna cast fireball. Aimed at the rider more than the dragon. I mean, you know, like
just
the
threading
dragon.
the needle.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to thread the needle, but if you give me a graphic, I'll try to maneuver it.
Yeah, you got it.
No, I don't.
Oh, I'm getting it for you. I'm putting it on the player's token page first. And now, yeah. Nice.
Sorry about that.
One excited doggo.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrington, I forgot to do something as I went past the Raven. How many? You guys have all played Fable, correct?
Aw.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kick the chicken.
You're gonna kick the chicken.
All right, there.
That's a thing in
Okay,
a thing
can you
in
give me
Fable.
control of it? And I'll try to-
Yeah. Hang on.
It's a thing in Fable. You could, you get skill, you get achievement for
kicker.
kicking, for
kicker.
kicking chickens.
Oh, look, there's the chicken kicker.
That sounds like a derogatory term. I
Well,
don't know
it
why.
is, and the thing is, unless you realize it that you can have your title changed by paying for it, you just go through the whole game as the chicken kicker.
And here's the real kicker. Anyways, so right there, that's where we're dropping it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. I'm gonna put it on another layer. Yeah. All right. So first up, we've got. Go ahead and roll your damage for it. Oh, you did. Look at that. All right, I'm gonna roll a dex save. I'm good at those. Not today.
Does he get knocked off of the dragon again?
He does not. He's unhappy about his life choices though right now. Dexterity.
If he did, I think we need to add Yakety Sax to this.
Yakety sax. Arpula says it's finger licking, chicken kicking good.
There you go.
All right. I guess the dragon will also just take 23. All right.
Then
Valdis. Go ahead.
I'm going to use my bonus action.
Yeah.
So I have these boots of the winding path. So I can go back 15 feet as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to rabbit hop another 20 feet. I can do that. Back over to here. Yeah. Here you go.
All right. Yeah, it's probably all right. So we're gonna fly. We have flight. We are Valdis. We are fast. We have 60 foot of movement. We are very fast. Yeah. All right, we're gonna fly right here into this tree, and we're gonna do the acid.
Oh, Valdis! I don't like dragons, but I like that one.
All right, and so we've got to make a dex save, which we hopefully will. Yeah, we'll take half of that. So 12.
Sorry, I'm just pre-rolling for my turn.
Wow. 12 and
Wow.
another dex. Passes, so another 12. All right, Patron, go ahead.
Okay, I need it to make a dex check, and then I'm coming at it with the trees. The trees is going at both the rider and the dragon because it's each creature.
Sure. Each enemy,
So,
actually.
yeah, each enemy. And then the bludgeoning is just going straight at the dragon.
What about vines? Didn't it have vines?
That's at the end of the turn.
So the grasping vines is the end of the turn. That's the 16. The two attacks are one's at the start of the turn, one's at the end of the turn. Well, one's a bonus action, one's at the start of the turn.
All right,
So-
there's the dragons. So the dragon will pass and take
At the end of
half,
the turn, yep.
And
No. It doesn't take. The others are not.
they're not saves. I see dex save. I make dex save. That one fails.
Okay, yeah, each one is a dex save. Sorry. So it needs to make 3. The dragon will need to make 3 dex saves. The rider needs to make 1.
All right, so it failed. The dragon is going to continue making dex saves.
Okay, so the last 2 succeed. So the beginning of the turn, so it doesn't take the 15 damage,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it is, however, going to take the bludgeoning and be restrained.
None of that restraint nonsense.
Whatever takes that bludgeoning. I've burned 2 legendary resistances on one spell. It's great.
How much damage?
The dragon's taken 8. It doesn't say save for half on the trees. So
Okay. How much does the rider take? 8?
the rider takes the 15.
Ouch. Okay. All done?
Oh no, I still have a main action, bud.
Go ahead. Oh shoot. Yeah, that's a choice. You're gonna hit your friends.
No, I can pop out of the tree. I can angle it to where it doesn't hit them, and it just hits the rider, and I can pop back in the tree. I did my math.
Yeah, it's not his first rodeo.
So I'm gonna cold the rider and the dragon.
It's so. I believe you, but I want to see it.
All right, give me the spell.
There it is.
How can I rotate this?
I might have to go get another one. One that goes down. Here. And it's 60 feet. Yeah, here we go. Bang. Let me see how big this is, because this is about the right size. Okay, let's see here. That's what it is. One moment as I set the dimensions for this. All right, so the extra life link doesn't seem to be working correctly, but the Open Heart Games is searchable once you get to the extra life page. I think that is correct, and I'll make sure actually. I will double check, but I will I'll put in a temporary link. So this needs to be 16 by 16 set. Gigantic.
I already got it, Carrington. I figured out how to rotate it.
Okay, cool. Good talk. I'll hide both of these.
Yep, so I pop out 15 feet this way, cast Cone of Cold, and then I'll pop back in behind the tree.
Excellent.
Mr. Rabbit Hole.
And thank you so much for the donation, Arpulus. It is greatly appreciated. Yes, and just quick aside, our goal this year is the most ambitious goal that we've had here so far at Open Heart Games. For the kids, absolutely. Our goal is to raise $5,000 this year, which is a big number. And I'm hoping that with all of your help that we can hit that number. We are going to be having, we'll announce when we are ready to do so, our first charity marathon. We're going to do one directly after Extra Life United. And we're going to be doing our first one in April. More details to follow, so. And if you are looking for a way to donate, I will give you a temporary link. And here is our temporary link in the meantime. All right. So apologies for that. It should be fixed soon. I have assurances from the Extra Life. Anyway, so I need to make con saves and things. All right. Man, that kind of cold is rough. Okay, cool. So we're taking 22 damage.
And a dragon?
Hmm?
And I deleted my token?
Did you really?
Yes, but and the dragon's con save?
Just a casual almost 30. So it'll take 22 as well. Okay. Anything else? And Patron deleted.
And I deleted my token.
How did you manage to do that? I feel like you've done this more than once.
Yes, remember my keybind?
That's Night Divinity says, "Oh, hang on, no, request. Do we have how many times Patron has deleted his own token count? Because I feel like we need that. I need that. Is
Only
it just twice?
Compared to how many times Carrington has deleted mine.
We do. Excellent. We do. How many times have I deleted his token? All right, we'll find out what that number is in a minute. I've got to go find your token. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Korash here. Carrington I've deleted them. Listen here, Patron number 2.
Invisibility the hard way. I love it.
Yeah, just give me control of his characters. Patron number 2, obviously.
Yep. All right. Here's your level 1 character that you need to update. Enjoy.
I also need dark vision on it because apparently you never
no.
updated this token.
Can we make an agreement that we're not going to delete our own tokens, but like maybe once every 2 months?
All right. Vision, night vision, 60 feet. All right. And it is dimming and gray save. There you go. Wow, that's awesome. All right, hey, it's my turn. It's the dragon's turn. Okay. First up, we're gonna disengage, and then we're gonna fly 80 feet straight up in the air.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that because I don't have my reaction.
Yep. Actually,
Can I disengage in difficult terrain? I don't know. I'm just asking.
I'm actually gonna change that. I will let Zed and Valdis get attacks of opportunity, but I am going to we're gonna dash. We're gonna try and just get out of here. So Zed, you get an attack, and so does Valdis. And Baylor would too. Baylor won't because he already used his reaction. Yeah, so there's those two. Yeah. 15 and 8 and 18 does not hit. All right. So as advertised, we're gonna fly 160. We're gonna just fly away. I think we get away. Is there anyone have more range than? Does anyone have more range than 100 and actually 210 feet?
Nope, that's out of my range.
Okay. Because what I'm going to do, and what was that?
210. How's that math?
Hang on, maybe I'm wrong.
Wouldn't it be 160 feet?
160. Yeah. So actually, it's 200 feet. 200 feet total.
I'm still confused. Where do we get another 40 feet?
Because what's going to happen? So first up, we're going to fly away. Whee! And we're going to go up 120 feet. And then, are you going to be able to do anything, Baylor?
At 120 foot of distance? Yes, I can.
Really?
Yeah, I have Eldritch Blast, bud.
At 80, 160 feet away.
You said 120.
Sorry. It's 80 and then 80. 160. Math. Struggle.
Okay, no, I can't do anything at 160.
Okay.
Not straight up anyway, because I can't jump that high.
All right. Well, then I'll leave it at that. So it's 160 feet away.
That's fine.
Cool. Does anyone have anything that they can do, or is the dragon going to be getting away?
Guess the dragon's gonna be getting away. Should have used that web spell.
Howard.
Yeah. What was that said?
That was me to Carrington, not my character.
Oh.
I feel like this is what they would do, having like flown in and then like getting raffle stomped, and then like they're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah.
It's the smart move.
How close were we?
Too close for comfort. That cone of cold almost killed the mage. If he'd have failed to save, he'd be dead.
So, did he fly away? Like, how far did he get?
Yeah, 160 feet.
That's not enough, Carrington. The combat's not over.
All right, well then they're 160.
Whoa.
They're 160 feet away then, and then we're going to go ahead and use.
He gets a legendary action. He gets another 80 feet of flying distance. I'm pretty sure that's still not far enough away from me.
What are you gonna do, my guy?
We're gonna fly away.
What's it got?
Right, we fly away.
Got these pockets.
All right, and so Baylor's done. Zed, do you have anything you can do?
Yes, I can grovel, cower, and beg, giving everyone else. I'm gonna run over to Patron and be like, Patron, do something, and
Don't let him get
grab
away.
a cower and beg. Don't let him get away, which will give him advantage.
Can you link the spell?
Okay. I love how it did not link. Yeah.
Okay. Does Mordok have anything he can do, by the way?
Yes, I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then roar.
What's your spellcasting DC, Patron?
16.
Ooh, that's gonna be.
That's all. I can't get quite close enough to him to spare the dying on him this turn, but I'll get there before he
Expires.
dies.
Okay.
Oh.
Also,
Oh, yeah.
Also,
I mean, make that save.
I will. Oh, never mind. You're not in the initiative track. I was like, on your turn, I will, but you deleted yourself. So make that save.
I literally come right before the dragon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Oof.
Woof. Well,
Right.
then how many feet can he? So how high up is he?
160 feet. And then
He's gonna
sorry,
double that
and then
next
he's at
round.
20. So he's 200 feet away. After he did his legendary action, 200 feet.
I'm willing to go one more round. Depends on how far you get.
All right, cool. Not doing any. Oh, do I even have range? Can I rain fire down on things? Nope, can't do anything. Pip.
Yeah, there's not much I can do.
What's the
from
range of
where-
your rifle?
120. I think, isn't it? I mean, it's let's see.
If that's the case, he's technically in your range. Could peck the guy off the
240.
top.
240.
Yeah, you can take a shot at him.
I'm going to take a shot at the rider, and I don't think I have disadvantage because of sharpshooter, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Okay.
Dang, son.
So we're just gonna we're just gonna, take a shot. I'm not throwing away my shot.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll do go.
Would you
Don't have-
describe Pip?
Oh man, that was so close.
What was that?
It was
Would you
almost a
describe-
crit.
Would you describe Pip as young, scrappy, and hungry?
It would. I don't have advantage on that one, do I?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, that was almost a crit. Ugh. Oh well.
All right. Valdez can't really do anything. He's just kind of chill here. I think
Yeah, I have 240 is my range.
I think we're gonna fly away. So, writing this down, so that I'm not confused. So first, we moved 200 feet away, and then we're going.
200 you moved 200 feet up,
Yes,
and then you're about to move 160 feet away from us.
and I'm moving 160 feet away. So that's what we're doing. On its turn, it's gonna fly and then dash. Baylor?
I have absolutely nothing for that. I'm just sitting back watching the show.
All right, Zed.
Where's my popcorn?
200 up, 160 away. Means it's on a diagonal 256 feet away. Earthbind can get another shot in. I can't do anything.
Mordock?
Spare the dying on Galen.
You got it. Can't do anything.
So, Pip, you landed a shot into one of those things, right?
Oh, into the rider? Yes, I've done damage to him.
Now, Carrington, very important question. Did it go out one end and in the other?
I don't know how I feel about how that was at.
I don't like that questioning.
That was rude.
Did it pass through, or is it like a historical musket bullet where it's probably lodged in his body? What I'm asking.
Oh. I think I know where this is going.
I don't know where this is going. Is this going into heat metal? Because that doesn't have enough.
No,
this
you
is
just
not
gotta-
going into
you
heat
just
metal.
You just gotta answer the question. You're the DM.
This is not going into heat metal. I know where this is going. It's going to be
I know where
hilarious.
this is going to. Yeah, I think.
Did it go through and through?
Yeah. Did it go through and through, or is it lodged in his body?
I don't like this line of questioning at all.
I mean, traditional muskets don't really go through and through, so I'm just asking a question, and I just need an answer. It's important.
Yeah.
Rule of cool, man. Rule of cool.
Which do you want it to be?
I want it to be inside his body.
Okay.
That's where I.
Then it's the other one, says Carrington.
It's the other one.
So is it inside his body?
Odd or even?
Even.
It's in there.
All right, stand back, folks. This is gonna be fun.
Would you mind enlightening the few who aren't wise?
We're going hunting tonight.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were gonna do.
That wasn't what I thought you were. I thought it was going to have something to do with Earthbind.
Very interesting. Very interesting.
I'm familiar with Pips Browns.
Yep.
He's traveled
as
with us a
long as
long
the
time.
object was in the
And they're very special because I make them myself. Reload them. Like a good red.
You're not going to be able to know exactly where he's at, right? You're going to be able to have a direction. You're going to know when it drops off. But that's an important clue.
Correct.
Okay. Very good. Hang on, was that where you thought it was going, Mordock?
No, not at all.
Are you disappointed? I actually started...
No, I'm not disappointed. No, I'm not.
I actually... this is brilliant. This is a really good use of locate object.
There's a spell, and I don't know what it's called, that basically you turn something that weighs nothing into something that weighs like 10,000 pounds.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh, it has to do with gravity or something.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called. I was like,
I can't get that spell.
I don't think it's a druid spell now that I think about it, but it's like, it's a ridiculous spell.
All right.
Basically, it mobilizes it.
Just, book,
yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
I think it's in Tasha's.
It's actually in Wildmount.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I knew it was in Mercer's book.
Yeah, and that would have been hilarious because it's like, how far away is he?
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't have.
He now weighs 10,000 pounds. Can that dragon hold him?
It's some ridiculous thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
That's where I thought he was going, but it's probably a wizard.
I will be honest with you. When that hole happened, you were like, "Is the bullet still lodged in him, or did it go through?" I started panic googling spells.
Carrington's trying to figure out if this is gonna ruin everything for everybody all at once.
Yeah, I was just like heat metal, 60-foot range. No, all right. What about this? What about this? What about this? And I was just like, oh my goodness, I had to find. Yeah, that was me just immediately panicking about that. So that's really good. So you will know the direction, and you don't know where they are. So you can set off, but you're probably going to. It may be a distance. So, real quick, let's do that. And let's go ahead and go ahead.
If I had thought of it sooner, heat metal would have been dope in the middle of combat.
It would have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Get that out of your body.
Don't you have to be able to see it line of sight or no?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think you have to be able to see it.
Welcome to our episode of Player Attack.
Yep. Anime
How to
object.
frustrate your DM.
Anime object. The bullet comes to life and burrows through the body. Gosh. Yeah, it would be rough.
It does say that you can see, so heat metal would not have worked, but still would have been hilarious.
It would have been funny. So, you can sense that it is flying. Let's see the direction.
Any chance we could take a bio break?
Yeah, we're gonna do that in just a moment. So
He's got to be licking his wounds, is all I'm saying. So he's probably heading straight home.
yeah, there seems like they're gonna be going straight home.
I'd much rather fight a wounded dragon in its lair than a not
Yep.
wounded dragon.
Yeah,
in its
with
lair, so-
no legendary actions left.
Yeah,
He gets lair actions though, doesn't he?
that's okay. He doesn't
Yeah,
get
but
his-
he's got no legendaries.
he's got no legendary saves.
He gets them back.
It's per day.
Yeah, and then if we don't give him 24 hours,
Don't get none.
It's true.
I burned one whole spell slot.
Sure. Patron burned a lot.
Yeah,
I did. I still got several though.
yeah, you still got some. You just burned my 6th level, and that was because I figured we wouldn't win.
I also got a spell to get us there. Speaking of which, before he gets too far away, I'm gonna summon a parliament to carry each one of us.
Sure.
Sorry, a parliament?
Parliament.
Owls.
Oh, okay.
They actually, I
Will
already,
an owl carry Baylor?
yeah, I checked. They can carry you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna ride Valdus, so like 2 could help. 2 could take care of you.
Big is Valdus now.
Just still medium sized, but Zed's small.
Also, Parliament does, like, as long as I stay within 1,000 feet. So here's my thing: as long as I stay within 1,000 feet, I can know where they are, and Parliament can get us there.
But you can't
So.
concentrate on 2 spells at once.
Fair. I'll have to drop one for the other, so I know the direction they are going.
I'm gonna say it's to the south.
Make my funk to P-funk.
All right. So let's go ahead and meet back in 10 minutes. So, all right, everyone, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. Don't go away. We will see you all shortly, and we will continue with as the party is attempting to explore and figure out where exactly this dragon and the dragon rider come with. So don't go away. We'll see everyone in 10 minutes. Make sure you grab a sandwich. All right. See you soon. Hello, everyone. Carrington here from Open Heart Games. We are back with our playthrough of Tyranny of Dragons. During our break, we were talking, which is pretty exciting. Mordock reminded me that one of the shows that we've been watching and enjoying is going to be back and is Dungeons and Dragons related, so we can dive into that tangent briefly before we start hunting dragons. So what is that, Mordock?
That's the 2nd season of Lux Machina drops tomorrow. The first 3 of 12 episodes, and I haven't seen any of this. I don't watch Critical Role, so it'll be a wonderful surprise to me. I can hardly wait. The first season was so good.
I'm looking right now to see. I have not seen it yet.
It has something to do with dragons.
Yeah, I know they're going to be focusing on dragons. Love dragons.
Yeah, I think the Chroma Conclave are going to show up.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. They do at the end of season 1. And that's how season 1 ends, because they deal with the whole Delilah, the whole Briarwood, Percy thing in the first season of Vox Machina. But yeah, it's fun. I will say this: it is not
For kids.
It is not for
Not
children.
PG.
Yeah. And man, that first episode, like, my wife watched it with me, and she was just like, "All right, well, enjoy this. I'm out." And I'm just like, "Okay."
And I bet it was around the time Scanlan showed up.
Interestingly, it was the like she watched the whole first episode, but she was out when they fight against the other band of adventurers, and one of the characters vomits in one of the other characters' mouth. She was just like, "That's disgusting." Yeah, because there's a lot of very crude, very gross humor. But there's a lot of that. The show has a lot of high highs and a lot of like, okay, well, we're just making jokes now. But anyway, all right. I guess that's everything. So, so when we ended last before our break, the party had fought against a dragon and dragon rider, and those two, the dragon rider and the dragon, narrowly were able to escape. Once again, I'll remind you, it is nighttime, and they are attempting to track them. They have a direction that the dragon is going. And you said you were going to try and summon Parliament in order to chase them down?
Yes. So my plan is to summon Parliament, send 2 of Parliament ahead to like track as closely as possible, while the rest of us are lifted up and carried by Parliament towards our destination.
How fast is Parliament?
It's a great question. They're giant owls, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm looking right now.
Correct.
One giant owl. 60 feet. They're pretty fast.
Not fast enough.
Not quite fast enough.
No, but they do have 120 feet of dark vision.
That is true. And they have advantage on perception checks.
Correct.
I think giant owls would have like a 5,000 yard dark vision. They are owls.
Yeah. So you want to hear something? Something wild about owls? Okay, owls can see. Sorry, Pip. Can see prey such as rabbits from over a mile away, using only the light from a birthday candle.
I'm triggered.
But our owls only have 120 foot of dark vision.
Yeah, I know. That's a little bit. It's a little cracked, but sure.
Yep. Yeah. So, a mile is what they can see. Wild.
Well, we have 8 of them.
That is true.
How many do we need to carry us right now? We have
Zed on Valdus,
Zeta on Valdus,
Patron,
me,
Baylor,
uh-huh,
Mordock.
uh-huh,
We need 4 of them.
and Pip. So I can send 3 ahead to follow as closely as possible. Three intermittently to keep us flying in the right direction. How about that?
You said 3?
Yep.
We need 4 for transport, which leaves us 4.
So you are going.
I thought we needed 5 for transport. Do we only need 4 for transport?
There's 5 of us, and Zed's on Valdus.
Okay, then 4 going ahead.
Okay.
Somehow
Yeah.
the 8-foot tall guy's a medium creature, but that's...
And I will convey, if they find the dragon's lair, to one of them to immediately come back to us and let us know as we are traveling in that exact line direction.
Interesting.
And I cast Spare the Dying on Galen. Not healing him.
Sure, you're just gonna leave him to
He can
the.
lay there, and if the wolves get him, the wolves get him. If the wolves don't get him, then he can stand up with 1 hit point later on and go back and explain.
Contemplate his life choices.
Yeah.
Alright, removing all the turns from here. trying to think of the best way to proceed. The whole being able to fly on the back of giant owls is interesting.
And all the owls have advantage on perception checks, and it's night, and they have advantage on sight at night. So hopefully, those two things help.
Yeah, let me see something real quick. Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's another thing. Ah, here we are. Yeah, there we go. Cool. You send your 4 owls up, and they can't see anything. They're very confused. They're flying around. You could sense the direction the dragon was going.
Yeah, I'd tell them to fly that direction as we all are going to get on the backs of these owls a couple seconds later and start flying behind them towards that direction.
Yeah, they are. The owls do not see anything ahead of them. And one of them flies back to convey that to you.
I mean, they have an 8 intelligence.
Sure.
Like I'm asking them to scout ahead in that direction as we are flying in that direction. And when they find the dragon, to come back and let us know.
They continue. Then in that case, they continue flying in that direction.
And then we are going to get on the backs and fly after them.
Okay.
Correct, guys?
That is the plan as I understand it.
Okay. You begin flying. How long before you try to call one of the owls back? Because they don't seem to be finding anything.
Well, I would be trying to do this pretty fast. I mean, we didn't take any kind of short rest, so I'm assuming the dragon flew out of our range, which is when on my next turn when we would implement this plan. So 6 seconds after they flew out of our range. So they shouldn't be too far ahead of us. We have their direction.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we're looking around and we don't see anything, is what you're saying, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The dragon flies faster than the owls.
It's true, but we shouldn't be too far behind them. So, I mean, I don't know, man.
You do want to try and look for any clues or anything anywhere?
Oh yeah, like if we can, I would assume we're gonna stay closer to the ground so we can see in that direction if we come across a layer of some sort.
So you're gonna stay in the trees.
Well, a little bit above them, but yes.
Okay. Roll me a survival check.
Do only I get to do it, or does everybody with us?
Anyone
do it?
who's trained in survival. So you have to be trained in survival for this check.
Well, that's not me.
Oh wow. Is anyone trained in survival?
No.
Mordok is? Wow.
Our cleric, in fact, is.
All right.
Mordok, you get I'm gonna use Flash of Genius. So Mordok will get, hang on, I'll put it in
the chat.
In the chat here. Yeah.
My brain immediately went, that's a weird sounding dog.
What is your intelligence modifier? So it'll be at, I think it's a 25. Is that correct, Pip?
Yes, because I have a band of intellect. So my intelligence modifier is +4.
Very nice. All right, so you have a +4, so it's a 25. So, Mordok, as you're flying over the trees, you can see that, like, there's a little bit of blood, like, on the trees, and some of the tops of the trees, as you were flying over, seem to have, like, been bent down, like they flew through it. But, like, the owls should have been able to catch up to them and be able to at least have some kind of view on them. But they just don't seem to.
Visibility?
And
So-
then do you sit? Go ahead.
Well, obviously, I'm not the one who saw this, but just thinking out loud. So, like, there's blood on the trees, so we're following the blood trail. But
Blood on the trees, but
does it, when you say blood on the trees, does it look like they went through the trees? Is that what you said?
it looks like they like flew up out of the trees and then like kind of like buzzed the top of the trees and then are still flying off. You could definitely follow the blood trail, but it's going to be slow going and you're going to have to be very careful. You are going to lose time, but you'll probably be able to find them.
Oh, I'd rather find them slowly than not find them at all.
Seconded.
Okay?
Yeah, if that's our only way, like, I mean, if there's, yeah, I agree. I'd rather find them slowly than not find them at all.
Okay.
Unless Carrington just really wanted this whole encounter to end, in which case we'll go back.
Nope.
Because we've already summoned the owls, so we gotta go. We gotta take this.
I mean, you definitely have the direction. You know that so you are flying, you're picking your way through, you're trying to, keep a close eye on the trees, on the tops of the trees to see if you can follow the blood. Sometimes you lose the path, but sometimes you are able to. But you're pretty quickly able to kind of follow back. Mordok's able to, he can almost smell the stench of death on them as they, the deaths of those that they have caused, and the death of how close they were to death as well. Here's a question. So do you want to try to take do you want to try and take a rest or no?
I mean, I don't need to.
Yeah, I have no reason to.
Okay.
I still have enough tricks to survive for quite a while.
And I have more than enough, so.
I am but a kobold.
You're an adorable kobold, so.
Mordok called you adorable. Mark it down.
Yeah,
That's what
better.
he keeps saying.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to save this.
Character development. Someone clip that.
Let's see here. Interesting. I'm looking at how long this will take. So if you decide, there's actually, this is great. If you just, so it will probably take you, it's your first day if you decide to travel, at a normal pace. Let's see here. If you decide to travel at a fast pace, it would take you 10 hours. I don't know if you can do that. So 24 per day. Okay. So I don't know if you can get there in one day. So you're probably going to have to take a rest. And I found a cool, nifty travel calculator that I am going to share, and then also I'm going to bookmark. It's pretty cool. I like this. There we go. Okay, so this is a really cool one. Yeah, and it calculates all the normal pace. I'll be honest with you, it's one of the things I'm really weak at when it comes to calculating distance travel and all that stuff. So, anyways, it is. I'll let you know this out of game. It is approximately 30 miles away. So I would say that you could probably get most of the way there without taxing yourself on the first day. What do you want to do? Do you want to try and go at a tremendous pace or no? What was that, Pip?
I was just going to ask, so essentially, if we go at the slower pace, he gets all of his legendary actions back.
So the owls travel at 7 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 30 miles. Even at half rate, 7 miles an hour is 4 hours, so it takes 8 hours to get there. If we were doing half rate, it's at 60 feet per second, times 60 times 10.
It's 60 feet per 6 seconds.
Yeah, 60 feet per 6 seconds times 60 feet times 10, 600 feet per minute, which is ridiculously slow. 36,000 feet per hour. I did something wrong there.
My favorite. I'm going to tell a quick story while you're doing your calculations. I know I've told this before on stream, but I love it again. I love this story, so I'm going to tell it again. There was a son and a father who used to come to the place I used to work, the Malta Meeple, in Ohio, and the father was introducing him to Dungeons and Dragons and all this stuff, and then halfway through one of the sessions, the kid goes, "Wait a second, this is just math," and the dad was like, "Yep," and then they kept playing, and he kept enjoying it. But yeah, Dungeons and Dragons turns out it's a lot of math.
Yeah, it's 6.8 miles per hour.
6.8.
60 feet per sec. 60 feet per turn.
So even if at half speed, if we were taking our time, that's 3.4 miles an hour.
Yes.
Which will take us, 10 hours to get there. That's less than a day.
Okay. Well then,
Yeah.
sounds like it's time to. I'm going to say this: 4 hours in, you come across a complication.
Yeah. So we're not supposed to. We're not going to catch him. There's reasons.
No, you're going to catch him. He's going to get a chance to rest, but yeah.
Right. Which is what we don't want.
But maybe not get his legendary actions back.
Yeah, a long rest gets him his legendary actions back. A short rest gets him some hit dice. Equivalently.
No, it doesn't. Yes, it's per day. So he needs a full day, not just a rest. All right.
Oh, well.
So I think you might be good.
Haha.
Love that for us. But 4 hours in, we have a complication.
Absolutely, yeah. 4 hours in, you have a complication.
What what would that be?
Parliament where it's off.
No, I'm not. I'm not that mean. Parliament's getting hungry and begins eyeing Pip. No, I'm kidding.
I'm not that.
Pip's like, Pip's like,
rabbit.
hold on a second. All right. As you are traveling above the forest, you can hear the crunch of a large tree breaking, followed by a voice crying out. What do you do?
Kind of voice. Kind of voice. A hill giant voice.
It sounds like it sounds like a
child?
lady's voice, a female voice.
I mean,
witch.
What
have-
doth thy protest?
I send one extra member of parliament to grab her.
She's trapped under a tree.
I send 4 extra members of parliament to separate the tree and then follow us.
Nope. Not enough.
Okay.
We leave her
Land.
there.
What was that, Zed?
We leave her there. We have a mission.
What's
Well,
up
I'm
to
gonna
y'all?
I'm gonna direct my owl down to see what's going on.
Okay.
Could always catch up, I guess, right? Didn't you?
So you fall. You actually not fall down, but you coast down. Does anyone else want to go down there?
I
I'll help.
send. I was gonna say I can. Sure.
Okay. You see that she is laying there, and she has. Well, this will work out well. We can just use this map. We'll just get rid of some stuff on it. Let's see here. We're gonna say that she is. Maybe it'll let me make a token. Ah, there we go. Alright, so she is right here. So, Baylor, are you going down or no?
Yeah, I'll go down.
Alright, Mordok?
I started this whole thing.
Alright, Mordok's going down. Baylor's going down. Patron?
I will stay airborne, but above them.
Okay. Pip?
Pip is pretty much just kind of like terrified of being in the clutches of an owl and not dying. So I don't know that he would have any control over what this owl does. I think he'd stay right where he is and just sort of, you know.
Okay. What about Zed and Valdis?
To give Valdis a break from flapping her arms. Gonna coast down, but probably not partake in whatever's going on.
Okay. Valdis will hang out over here. The person, she calls out for help when she sees you, and she says, "Oh, please, darlings, help me. Will you please help me?"
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah.
$17.
Gosh, let me roll the stuff. It turns out she's real bad at lying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you believe her. She's fine. Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
she's actually trapped.
Okay, so how big is this tree?
It's big. It's gonna take all of you working together to move it off.
Of course.
First off, I owe some people some strength, so no, it won't.
Okay. Well, you're up there not doing this, so you're good.
I mean,
I
but
mean,
I
I
have
can roll
4
for it.
owls that are stronger than me that can help.
I mean, I can roll for it. I count as
Just me and Baylor, right?
yeah.
Yep. So
I mean
you're
that
gonna
should
go.
be enough.
And our 2 owls. So we have 2 owls, me and Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll try to move the tree. If that fails, I'll get my chainsaw out and cut it in pieces.
Wait a second. What?
You heard me?
Hold on, let me go down to my tool shed.
The spirit guardians, the chainsaw.
It's in my backpack. Hold on, let me add it.
So basically, like Mordok's spirit guardians is just like a lumber crew.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
As one does.
Let's see.
Oh, work.
Add items. Chainsaw.
Will Zed, Pip, or Patron assist, or is it just Baylor and Mordok?
Baylor, Mordok, and 2 owls.
I'm not finding chainsaw in any of the lists, so.
Weird.
Yeah, that is strange.
Was that Pip? Yes or no?
I think Pip is just going along for the ride. I mean, I don't have any way of controlling this owl, so I think he's just sort of, he doesn't have any strength, so it's not going to help there. So.
What about Zed?
Yeah, I'm just kind of taking care of all this and focused on making sure that she's good. So unless someone yells at me, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find a branch and use it as a lever and try to move the tree up high enough that she can scooch out of it. We don't have to pick the whole darn thing up. We just have to.
I rolled a 6.
Good job.
All right. Go ahead and all right. Yep. So it takes all of your effort to lift the tree, knowing that you put yourselves at risk. It shifts against you, and it threatens to roll over and crush you. But then, even as you're close to freeing the woman, the tree begins to rise on its own, and 2 other trees standing nearby shift back along the ground as the elf stands and smiles, showing no sign of injury. Ah, heroes, at last, she says. How many might fall back in fear at the sight of a stranger in the woods, or think first of their own safety before helping another? Thank you, heroes. I grant you my blessing. May your heart prove true where others fear to tread. She then, with a graceful hand, picks flowers from her hair that you swear were not there a moment ago. She twists her fingers to weave them into garlands as if by magic. She lays a garland around each of your necks, and then suddenly, with a smile, she transforms into an owl. Her awakened tree servants stomp after her into the forest.
Okay.
This was like King Goomba Druid, yeah?
Very
Yeah.
powerful druid, yes.
Yeah, real recognize real, and that was a real.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Okay.
I understood that.
Oh,
These
got that
garlands, you
reference.
gotta have some magical power.
one would certainly assume so.
Anyone got that detect magic?
No.
Yes. Yes.
You want to use that detect magic?
You just forgot that Baylor is a warlock at the same time.
They both detect magic. It's abjuration magic.
Oh, protection of something.
Are each of you wearing it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
well, we're wearing it. Well, 2 of us. The rest of you got gypped.
I mean,
Baylor likes
I didn't help, so
jewelry.
I'm assuming I did not get one.
No, all of you do.
Oh.
You sent 2 owls to go help.
Sure. Then yeah. Then yeah,
I
I'm
would,
wearing
I
it.
would suppose our warlock has an identify spell.
Ah, fresh out, buddy. Fresh out.
Okay. It is what it is.
Wait, let me see. I may have.
Good night.
Let's see, do I have a deal? Nope. We don't have to identify the spell to be. I mean, we don't have to identify it for us to get the resistance, right? We have to identify it.
No, we just have to wear it or attune it
Yeah.
if it requires attunement. And I think after we spend, is it after we spend an hour with it, we just know if it's attunement?
I don't think it attunes.
Oh, then we just have garlands on our head, and we'll find out one day.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're late. We're late for a very important date.
No time to say hello, goodbye.
Wait.
Which, by the way, completely unrelated. So my wife, huge Alice in Wonderland fan. And I... definitely not how this scene went back in our playthrough today. Yeah, I think you all fought the druid and then killed her.
Did?
Yeah, in another playthrough, Arpulus remembers this. Whoops.
See,
Yeah. Speaking of Alice in Wonderland, so it's really... there are a lot of Alice in Wonderland board games out there, but there aren't a lot that are really good. That's not fair. There aren't a lot that I enjoy. That's more fair. But Wonderland's War is very good if you've not played it. It's my talk about board games. If you haven't picked it up, you should consider it. It is expensive, but it's very good. Anywho, all right. What was that, Zed?
So good.
Yep.
I've got my sister painting my minis right now. I should have them when she comes to visit in March, and yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
All right, we got Blastoise over here. We got so many toys now with this. All right. So you come across and we're gonna adjourn probably a little bit early tonight. So about a quarter mile from where you believe that the dragon has gone, based on following this, you can see that the tops. How long does the summoning of the owls last?
Oh, I would have had to use 3 spell slots.
3 spell slots. How long does it last? An hour each? Is that correct?
Let me just double check. Gotta find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Okay, so you'd have to spend, as we calculated out, 3.
Yep.
So after your third usage of it, you feel like you are very close, but you're going to have to follow on foot as you've used your last spell slot for this.
I can upcast it if we really wanted to.
Do you want to?
Why waste it?
How long would it take us to do it on foot?
You feel like you're getting very close.
Then I think we can go on foot.
Okay.
That'll leave me with 3 4th level spell slots, 1 6th level spell slot. Feel like that's adequate.
Sounds good. Let me check one real quick thing. Alright, so you make your way into this kind of like thicker area of the forest, and it's kind of dark here as well. But you can see that there are thin strands of spider web that begin to be seen. hanging nearly invisible in the misty air. They begin to overlap, and you can feel that as you are getting closer. As you're getting closer and closer, you can feel that this is that you're getting closer to where the dragon is. Like, there are thickets of labyrinthian passages, and I'm gonna have. We'll say that it is whoever rolls the highest on knowledge history. Go ahead and give me a knowledge history roll. And that can be everyone. All right, Pip. You know that the closer that you get to a green dragon's lair, that it can choose to mask its passage as it wants to. And you're following here on the ground. The dragon seems to have dropped out of the sky, landed, and it's been walking through. And one of its footprints is there, and then suddenly it's gone, but it doesn't seem to have taken off. So you must be so close.
I say all of that.
All right.
Everybody.
As
There
the
we
webbing.
go. Pass without trace.
You say you're casting Pass Without Trace?
Somebody just did.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Okay.
Stealthy, stealth.
Yep. As you advance, the webbing becomes thicker and begins showing birds and animals trapped within it.
You said webbing?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear that part before. Okay, webbing.
Webbing in here. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
You want stealth checks from us?
I do. I want stealth checks from everyone. Just a casual 20.
37.
I have a question, Zed. How does it feel to make, like, ridiculous stealth checks?
Pretty good. I'm small, so I'm proficient. Or, like, I chose to be proficient in it. So it's +9.
Mordock has just a casual 22. Oops. Ignore that.
Got like a black square over it.
It's just a black square. I think I can just, like, remove it, right? Yeah, hide that. It's gone. This message has been hidden. Alright. And, so you step here, and you step very, very carefully, but you feel like there are eyes watching you wherever you step. And
Always feel like...
it feels very tight. So it's spooky, it's foggy, the webbing is thickening, and as you step lightly,
I would like to point out that I can't be surprised.
Yep. You detect that there are creatures that are moving towards you. And that's where we'll go ahead and end our session, as there are spiders and ettercaps quickly chittering and approaching.
I knew I felt like a hobbit.
Yeah, which, if everyone recalls, this is what ettercaps look like. And they will be joining the fray. So that is where we're going to end for tonight. We will do this, and then you are so close to the dragon's lair. So next session will be a dragon battle, and we will also do another session. And the next session may be short. We're going to have to kind of accordion it depending upon how long the next session takes. Because I want to do this session, the next session, one last session, and then we'll have a council session in February is my goal. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for playing. I hope you all had a great time. Does anyone have anything before I do the sign off?
Do we get a short rest?
Did you all take one, or are you all just running? I would say you had a chance to have a short rest. Yes on the short rest. No on the long rest, because you elected not to. Yes.
I just would like to say that Glyph of Warding that was mentioned earlier, fun build for anyone who wants to. Play a Genie Warlock, get Glyph of Warding, fill your Genie Warlock's thing with a bunch of glyphs. Right before a boss fight, go in, activate all the glyphs with one word, come out as a Super Saiyan.
On the next episode of How to Annoy Your DM.
That's a really funny thing to do for a charity stream. Good thing we got one of those coming up in April.
Yep, we sure do. Our goal, like I said, this year is to do 3 charity streams in the year. Who knows? Maybe we'll do 4 next year. Thank you all so much. If you like what we do here at Open Heart Games, you can help support us in several ways. You can like us on Facebook, on our Instagram, on our YouTube channel. You can follow us here on Twitch, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can catch up with all the things that we do here. You can also subscribe here on Twitch if you have an Amazon Prime account for free. We would love your support. It helps us continue to do what we do, and helps us pay for the show. And thank you all so much. You can also, one of the things that's very important to us is we try to raise money for our local children's hospital, Roanoke Carillion Children's, via the Extra Life charity, which you can see right here. You can go to extralife-team.org/team/open-heart-games. Currently, as of the recording of this, that link is, I have a temporary link, which is all of that but 2023, but that'll be fixed if you're watching this on YouTube. So, thank you all so much. Have a great night, and take heart.